Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. True Crime King is back. And tonight we are going to be watching Stephen McDaniel, the guy who murdered Lauren Giddings and, snuck into her house while she was sleeping. Kind of like just what Brian Kohberger just did. We're going to be watching his interview with the media, and he was actually speaking with the media when everybody learned that they found Lauren's body. So you're gonna be able to see how he gets all nervous, just like Chris Watts kind of did when he was at his neighbor's watching the footage with the police officer. But yeah, this is some great footage. But hit that like and subscribe button if you like what you see. And here we go.
Yeah, Lauren was my neighbor. We're just trying to find out where she is at this point. I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I mean, the last time anyone heard from her was an email that she sent out.
Look at this clown. So right now, nobody knows where Lauren's body is. She's considered missing, okay? And that, they're talking to Steve because he lives right next door. Okay, he's the closest neighbor.
And no one's heard from her since.
And did you see her hang out with anyone at the time or anything like that?
I mean, no one has seen her since Saturday. I haven't seen anything. I mean, you always hear noise outside, but it's just people walking by pretty much.
And she just recently graduated from Mercer?
Yeah, she and I we were both JD students. We graduated back in May.
What kind of person was she? I mean, what did you see?
I mean, she's as nice as can be. I mean, very personable, very much a people person.
Do you know?
And yeah, these very similar to what just happened with Kohberger. I mean, two awkward people. I mean, just they enter at night. They sneak in like cowards. And I don't know.
Know anybody any enemies she might have had? Somebody that might want to hurt her?
No, we don't know where she is. I
don't know where she is.
The only thing we can think is that maybe she went out running and someone snatched her. Because we went out.
Oh, really? Is that what happened, Stephen? Someone might have snatched her while she was running?
We went over. One of her friends had a key. We went inside and tried to see if there was anything amiss, but
we now know he had a key made. He actually went and made a spare key, or I believe, or he either stole a master key to the apartments.
She had a door jamb that was sitting right by it, so there was no sign that anyone broke in. The door was locked when everyone got here. We just don't know where she is.
What about
no clue.
Parking lot area? I know they've been doing a lot of. I think that's where they have recovered the body or whatever they recovered from there.
Body.
All right, yeah. See, okay. So this is where it changes. The girl just said that they recovered a body, and then Stephen just remember. Keep in mind, he was just talking normally, like a normal person, right? Watch him change. He just said, body? Huh? What?
Had you heard anything? Had you seen anything there? Had you seen anything there? I mean, we don't know if this is the same person. You know what I mean? Like, they took out a body there earlier.
All of a sudden, I can't talk.
I don't know if it's the same person or not. That's how we're trying to ask people if they know who lived there. Are you okay, sir?
I think I need to sit down.
Okay.
Yeah, go sit down, Steve.
Okay, that's the first clip of video Michelle Casada did with Stephen McDaniel last Thursday, a week ago. To you, did he seem genuinely upset with the fact that the body had been discovered?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, his expression, as you see in the beginning of the interview, he's very forthcoming with information. You know, he's calm. At this point, he only thinks that she's missing. So I guess he's, you know, just offering information, anything that he can do to help. And then as soon as I mentioned the body, which I assumed that he already knew since everyone had been out there since 10 a.m. It had been all over the news, all over the web. And I guess he had been pulled in for questioning, and police, I don't know what police have told him. Police had told him at that time. So I guess no one had informed him that a body was recovered.
All right, this second video, what will we see?
Okay, so the second video is he actually gets pulled into the AT&T building next door. One of the employees brought him in, I guess, to just relax for a couple minutes after he found out about the news. And then he comes back out maybe 20 minutes later, and I asked him if he was okay, and he came up to me and began talking again. So at this point, our camera started rolling again, and he seemed receptive to it. He was not, you know, he was not upset, saying that he didn't want to talk, so he just started talking again.
All right, clip 2 with Stephen McDaniel, Michelle Casada from last Thursday, guys.
You've been studying for the bar?
No one had seen her since Saturday because we all just, there's not a whole lot of interaction unless we're doing classes.
Right.
And she was doing the online version of it.
You all studied together, though?
We were in, there's two different people, there's two companies that provide it.
You know, now he's all stuttering and, you know, acting all jittery. I mean, in the first clip, but before they mentioned the body, he wasn't like this, right?
Kaplan provides it and Barbary provides it. I signed up with Barbary, and I've been doing the lectures that they have in the mornings. She was doing the Kaplan online, so I hardly ever saw her. I would see her like go out running, but
And okay, if for those that don't know, the police, when they raided his house, they found a USB drive with videos on it that he actually taped a camera to a stick and was holding it up and peeking in through Lauren's blinds and spying on her while she was in her room, whatever, changing, sleeping. He was holding a camera up so he could see everything. He was stalking her. What a creep.
What time would you go out running?
I don't even know when.
At night or morning?
I saw her like midday a couple weeks ago. That was the last time I saw her, was coming back from the bar prep on the main campus, because we got moved over there for a week or two.
But she normally would run. That was the
routine
that she had.
She ran all the time. She had a group that she would go running with. I don't know anyone that would want to hurt her.
Oh, he doesn't know anyone that would want to hurt her, right? Except him, right?
He was as nice a person as there is.
Look at him trying to conjure up some tears, and start breathing heavy. Yes.
Was she moving?
He's just upset that he's about to be caught and found out, and he knows it. The hammer of justice is coming down.
Did you know anything about her?
Yeah. She was going to be moving out today. She was supposed to move.
Oh, another coincidence with the Kohberger thing, right? So this girl, Lauren, Stephen murders her on the day before she's gonna be moving, right? And so that happened with the Kohberger, Idaho thing. The day Kaylee's supposed to move out, what happens? She gets killed, right? So, he was probably planning this, and he knew this was the last time or last chance he could do it, right?
Out today because someone else was going to be moving into her apartment in New Boston.
His person that he was stalking and obsessed with was about to leave him, and he couldn't let that happen, right?
Do you know if she was like, where is she from? Is she from Maryland?
Now, and this might be an incel because I don't know too many women that would, want to have sexual relations with this creepy ass clown.
Yeah, she's from up in Maryland.
Put this on you so we can hear you. Is that all right?
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, and you can just hold on here. Thank you. Yeah, she's from Maryland.
Yeah, I mean, she was from up in Maryland. I mean, all her family was there, as far as I know. I mean,
Yeah, they used to live in kind of near where I'm at.
she.
What's going on in your mind right now? Like, what are you thinking?
He's thinking, oh, I'm fucked.
Why would anyone do this?
She didn't hear anything.
No.
See anybody?
Look how fake that cry is. That ain't a real cry. That's a fake ass half. He's crying for himself.
Yeah, I just heard
His life's about to be over, and he knows it.
something. Maybe I could have helped.
Okay, don't worry. Do you want to sit down for a second? Get something to drink? You know, a bunch of her friends are getting together or anything?
That's how I found out that she was missing. A bunch of her friends.
Yeah, that's how Stephen found out. Her friends, right?
Came over yesterday night around midnight, and they hadn't seen her since Saturday, so they were trying to find out where she was.
So they were knocking on neighbors' doors and stuff?
They went in, they had a key to her apartment, and they checked around, didn't see anything out of place. I mean, it was locked when everyone got there.
That was midnight?
Yeah, around midnight, and then we went over to law school, see if maybe she was over in the library studying or something. And we looked up in the study rooms on the third floor, and there was...
Yes, Steve, she would have still been in the library studying since Saturday. Come on.
There was no one there. And we came back, we looked around, and just tried to find anything to figure out where she was.
She doesn't have any family in Georgia?
I don't know. As far as I know, all of her family is in Maryland.
Have you met her family before?
There was one time that I met them. They came down first year. She had a little dog, a little brown dog, that she would exercise out in front of the law school, and it
seems like he knows. He must have been watching her exercise a lot and run, and because he knows whenever she would go running, right?
Got hit as she was coming across the road. I heard the car hit it and ran out, and she was there crying, and thankfully there was someone who came along who knew a vet or something, and they helped that, and her family came down, I think a couple weeks after that or something. I met them just briefly.
Right.
But
Your boyfriend?
we've been trying to figure out. She has a boyfriend up in Atlanta, but someone called him, and he hadn't heard from her. Just no one could figure out where she was.
Who was the last person to be with her? You said that somebody had seen her on Saturday?
Yeah, she was dismembered, and part of her was in a dumpster where Stephen put her.
Yeah, she went over to a couple friends' house, Gary Mueller and Joe Cairns. They live over on Walnut, and they said that she was over there in the morning, and then that was the last time that anyone we've been able to find out from had seen her.
She hadn't mentioned what she was going to do that day or anything?
Joe, he got onto her computer last night to see if she had said anything. She'd sent an email out to some people that afternoon talking about going out to eat or something. And the last thing that there was an email that she sent out after 10 that night where she sent to, I think it was someone in Atlanta, a friend of hers in Atlanta, and she said that she was afraid in her apartment that she thought that someone had tried to break in on Thursday night.
Yeah, Stephen.
And she was afraid to stay in there, but
Well, she was right? She had a fucking murdering, clown-ass, creepy-ass, stalker-ass neighbor. And she knew it.
Where did you hear that from Joe?
He pulled it up and we read it off the screen.
She had said that to a friend in Atlanta?
Yeah, I can't remember his name, but...
And you hadn't heard anything on Thursday night?
No.
She never came.
Oh, trust me, he knows the name because he would know that. Trust me, he would. He's so obsessed with her, right? If she had a boyfriend, he wouldn't forget his name.
She didn't tell you anything?
No, if she had, I could have done something. I could have lent her a handgun. I've got a little handgun that I have for defense. And
he just admitted he's got a handgun. he probably brought it in there when he went in there and killed her.
Yeah, something. If she was afraid in her apartment, then get her out of there.
Is that right?
That's
She was trying to get out of there. She was moving out the next day, you clown.
what she said in the email. She thought that someone had tried to break into her apartment. She said, like, Macon hoodlums tried to break into my apartment on Thursday night.
Is that her car parked there? The Chevy?
No.
Small car?
No, I think that's the detective's car, Detective
Her car's
Patterson.
not even there?
No, it was here earlier, and they towed it. It'd been there for days, and then they towed it to, I guess, look through, see if there was...
See how suspects like to inject themselves into murder, so, you know. He could have said, if he was really upset, he could have said, no comment, I'm too upset right now. But no, right? He goes out and he can't stop running and blabbing his mouth about it, right?
Yeah.
How did you find out that something was wrong with the police here? Was it like when you woke up a little while ago? Or?
No, the police were called last night, and they came and they looked around. They didn't see anything. They went in. We looked around the place. No sign of a struggle. No sign that anyone had broken in.
He keeps saying, well, we did this, we did that, you know.
Nothing. Just she was gone. All of her stuff was there. Her ID was there. Her wallet was there. But
we've got a third piece of video here. Let's do that. And after that, we'll take the break, and we'll come back, and we want to talk to you about some of this, and you can fill in some of the gaps now. All right, so guys, part 3 of the interview Michelle did with Stephen McDaniel from a week ago.
Oh my God, yeah.
All right, that's enough. The audio's not even working on this, but I just wanted to show you guys. I thought that was pretty interesting. But until next time, True Crime King out.